Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Once again, it is time for a bench press day, but a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below. It would be greatly appreciated. My first heavy single was with 315, then I went straight to 350, did the 350 for a good pause, and it was really grindy. I managed to lock it. It would be meat legal, everything would be good. It was definitely grindy. Absolutely feeling the fatigue at this point in my training, even though I'm keeping volume moderated, and I'm continuing to improve on all my accessory work. I think we're kind of reaching that point where with the benching, we made really big jumps in bench strength, and now it's just going to kind of fight me from here. But when I watch the stuff, sometimes we could argue, is that delts or is it triceps? But I feel like because of the way the bar path is trying to shift at that sticking point, because you guys can't see it as well on camera as what I can experience and feel the bar moving. My pecs are really strong. I'm coming off the chest really strong even on those long pauses. But I still feel like triceps are a major role here. Plus, I feel like my delts are getting a lot of work with the pause benching and the way I do the J-arm presses. So I'm going to continue to double down on the tricep work. And you know what? If it doesn't work, that's the beauty of things like that. If my supplemental work continues to get stronger, I improve, and the bench doesn't move up, then we know we need more delt work. And part of me wants to add the delt work in, but I don't know if I can recover from all of it. Something will have to be adjusted if I do that. But I feel like all the band tricep work I can handle. But, the other thing is on that bench, what happened? I felt so much tricep. My triceps were cramping. Like I felt them almost strain, particularly the long head. Felt that long head straining on both arms. So again, I feel like it just needs more work. The pecs didn't feel that bad. The pecs felt like they worked harder on the 315 than the 350. But all the supplemental work is improved here. So the rows are going up. I'm doing 225. I managed to get more than 10 on the last set. So I need to add a little weight to those, continue to get those up, which will carry over to my deadlift. That's a topic that came up. Someone said, are you getting enough lat work? You're only doing like 3 sets of rows. But if I'm progressing on them, and I've rotated them back in, does it matter if I only do 6 sets a week? Because doesn't those heavy deadlifts count? I think they do. I think they contribute to lat and back development. And then as far as upper back goes, what people are missing on camera, I'm not doing all the band pull-aparts, but the last couple workouts, I've been doing 3 or 4 sets throughout the workout as part of the warm-ups, sometimes between sets. So I'm doing 10 or more sets of band pull-aparts. That handles a lot of that upper back, the rear delt, help with my shoulder health, right? It'll help with all that. These rows, though, I'm trying to stay very strict. I'm also using a wider grip, doing pinkies on the rings, which is where I bench. It's just that people can't always tell that it's that wide with my arm length, and that's okay. So rows are going up. The pause benching has gone up. Technically, I'm doing more weight on the pause work for the rep work than I did when I hit the 365 bench. Okay, and these are all paused. Up to 250 for sets of 10. I think I only got about 9 on the last set. And that's because, if you guys notice, I forgot to put wrist straps on. For some reason, I didn't put the wrist straps on, and it made that final set harder. But what were we doing? 245 for 10 reps, 250 for 10. Okay, when I hit the 365. So we're in a good place here. When I get to where I can do 350 for 10, where are we? Well, we should be even stronger. But I'm not lacking off the chest. Like, I'm getting good bar speeds after the pauses, especially considering it's pause work. All right, so we know the lats, the pecs, all that are good. So it's really just an issue of triceps and shoulder. But again, I feel a lot of delt on the J-arm presses, the way they do them, so I am getting extra delt work. I'm not worried there. Again, part of me wants to throw it in, but the way that I feel my triceps and the way that bar path goes, okay, tells me that I'm compensating with my delts for my triceps. So I'm gonna again continue to hammer triceps. We're gonna do the JM presses this way. I like these cheaty ones. You know, some people argue it's not even a true JM press anymore. That's okay. But the 185 felt too easy, so I went up to 195 for these. And the main thing is, even though it's a partial for the pecs and the delts, for the triceps that is full range of motion, and here's why. I am bending the elbow completely as far as flexion goes. Right? The flexion of the elbow is all the way till it touches, because that bar is up over my face. So the triceps are getting their full range of motion, and they're being hit hard. But again, I'm bringing that bar, approximately over my mouth. It's right around my mouth in terms of where I'm lowering it to. So, and again, bending the elbow. A lot of tricep overload, but that's not where I'm stopping. I'm going to go ahead and start ramping the band work up. All the high volume band work is what originally got my JM press ups, also what got me to that 365 close grip when I hit that last year. All right, so we just now with the wide grip, we got to 365. But that close grip was there. Some of my triceps were stronger back then than they are now. The high volume band work got me there. So we're going to work on that, and I want to build the tolerance up, because I notice I run out of steam on those. When I compare my reps and sets right now on those with what I was doing then, I know I'm weaker on that smaller movement. I've got the JM press about the same, but it's a little more ambiguous because of the nature of this exercise, the ability to cheat, do things at different angles. Still, it hammers the triceps. This is not a finesse movement by any means. It is still a big multi-joint exercise. It still involves multiple big muscles. It just happens to be biased towards the triceps, because the triceps are the only muscle working through a longer range of motion. All right, hammer curls, these are improving. These are 52s. I managed to get 12 on all 3 sets this time. Last time I managed to only get that on the last set. I managed to do it on all 3. Okay, one of them I might have got 13. So hammer curls going back up. JM presses are up. Pause bench is up. Well, the pause bench is stalled for over a week, but that's okay. We're going to have to build muscle. But I feel like my chest has grown. It's gotten a lot bigger. So we really need to focus on getting these triceps caught up. So I ended up doing 6 sets of this, and I'm shocked at how quickly I lost strength. Because at one time, I had gotten to where I could do 10 sets of 50 with this band. 10 sets. All right? By the 3rd set, I'm losing reps. I couldn't hit 50 anymore. It's down to like 30 or 40. And the final couple sets were in that 25 to 30 range. And I'm taking a couple minutes between these. It's not like I'm doing 30-second breaks. These are like 2 minutes apart. But this really is a long game. I've got to get the triceps caught back up. And I think we'll see the bench start moving again. Right? We'll see that bench start moving again further. It won't be long before the 365 will start getting easy. Then we'll get up to 375, 385, so on. But again, it's going to take a while. I'm going to have to get the triceps bigger. Got to build their work capacity. Then they'll hypertrophy. Then it will translate into a bigger max. We'll get there. But as of now, I'm doing the 350 with the nice pauses. Even though I'd gotten the 365 a couple weeks ago, I'll still take 350 for 2-second pauses. It's a big improvement from where I was 5 or 6 weeks ago. So we'll just keep sticking it out, keep moving forward with it. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.